Hi everyone, and welcome to a fun collaboration blog hop with Catherine Pooler Designs and Wow Embossing. So I'm going to be playing with some stencils. I'm going to show you a different technique where you can layer your embossing powders. One of the techniques I really love using is opaque bright white, and basically adding another layer of color of embossing powder, whether it's translucent or opaque embossing glitters. I got two Catherine Pullers here. One is Sorbet, the other one is the Tickle. Now this is from trios. Each of these are from a trio set from Catherine Pooler. These are embossing glitters. I'm going to show you how to layer them, and I'm also going to show you how to layer them with stamp sets as well, not just stencils. So the stamp set I'm going to be using for today is the Faithful Flutterings. The sentiments are going to be from the Spot On stamp sets. Now I believe these stencils are the Scattered Circles and the Swoop stencil, and I'll put all the product descriptions linked below, all the links below in the text box. So I'm doing this technique with the stencil. I'm pressing the Wow Embossing ultra slow drying ink through the stencil. Now I'm going to do this twice. The first layer is going to be with the opaque bright white, and then so I'm going to pour that all over that base. Now the card bases that we'll be using are with craft cardstock. That craft cardstock looks really great because it's not too dark of a cardstock, but it's great to see the color pop of the white, and then it also is great to see the colored embossing powder pop through the white as well. So it all varies, like you'll see this particular one with the Scattered Circles, the layer of the wink of the Tickle embossing glitter adds an actual crackleness to it, like a crackle type of look. So I've got a brush as well there on the right hand side just to swoop any extra powders that was on there. I'm placing the stencil back on the heat embossed section now, and I'm going to reheat emboss again. And I think the reheat emboss part of this is what actually added a crackle texture to the second layer. I'm not really in the know of how everything's made with Wow, but I think it's really awesome that we discover all these techniques all the time. So you can tell that there's a sparkle element to this Tickle embossing powder or embossing glitter. And this one here is inspired by Catherine Pooler. And then I'm going to heat set on setting 2. So all my heat settings on cardstock are heat setting 2s with the Wow Heat tool. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen, but I've used purple tape with the adhering down. I kind of use them not only to adhere down to the stencil, but I use them as my grabbing of the cardstock because I don't want to burn my fingers as well. So it kind of serves two purposes. I don't know if that helps you, but it helps me a lot. Now I did it also here off camera with the white embossing powder, and then also the Sorbet off screen, but you got to see the effect that it has there. Now with the layer embossing butterflies here, the Faithful Flutterings, I do the same technique with one of the butterflies. I'll do a different technique with the other. This one here again with the opaque bright white, and I do it on vellum. Now with vellum you got to move quickly, even though it's cardstock. I don't want to burn it, so you move quickly, you keep moving and maneuvering your heat tool, and never stick to one place. It's the same with embossing anyway, but you need to err a little bit on the side of caution here when doing it. I use my mini Misty here to help me with the positioning as well, because it is a layered butterfly. And here's the Fool's Gold embossing glitter. I use Fool's Gold embossing glitter on both butterflies because I'm making 2 cards for today, but you can see the difference it makes. So this one here is on bright white, and I brush away any excess again with my paintbrush, my dry paintbrush. Please don't use wet, defeats the whole purpose. And I heat set this. Now I also heat set the middle with a rose gold because I found it went with the fool's gold embossing glitter, and you can see both of them here, nice, bright and shiny. I love it. And then I fussy cut around with my yellow snips. Now here is the difference it makes. Now this is the solid color of the Catherine Pooler, and this is the wink. So the wink matches the tickle. Sorry, I couldn't hold my laugh in. All right, so again on vellum, moving quickly. And then I just quickly dry that. See the fool's gold? It totally dries and embosses differently, but it's a beautiful effect. The middle part of the butterfly, I'm going to use metallic gold rich pale Superfine. And I take my time doing this. Once I've heat set this, I cut this off screen again. You don't need to see me cut and fussy cut all the way around, but that's the scissors that I used on the right hand side. And I heat set the center. Now this is beautiful. I find the gold really went with the fool's gold as well, but I wanted to show you again a different type of embossing. So here's the sentiment. I emboss one in rose gold, one in metallic gold rich pale in Superfine again. Both powders come in like a Superfine formula, which is great for sentiments and capturing all the details. Once I've heat set these, I will basically adhere these down with some foam mounting tape. To adhere the butterflies down, I'm going to be using some glue dots. Now I have trimmed already these down, the panel that we heat embossed in the background and stencils, and the black is heat around cuts about 1/8 of an inch, whereas the Sorbet background there with the stencil is more 1/4 of an inch. Just wanted to show the variety of having different types of thicknesses of borders. And here is my cards. I'm just foam mounting these on, and that is really it. Now this is part of a blog hop. I would really love to see your comments over on our blogs. We've got gift cards away, $25 to the Catherine Pooler, $25 to the Wow Embossing Powder store. So please leave a comment, be part of this fun hop. Everyone's going to bring you a very different design and styles to this hop, and you're going to love the variations of how everyone uses these two brands together. So thanks for watching. I can't wait to see you and read all your comments. Bye.